Pearly Spencer!
Now 22, 34 of the biggest hits around. Now 22, that's what I call music.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, 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 no. That's what I call a live stream. No, 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 no. That's what I call a live stream.
Hello, we're back eventually after a week delay. It hasn't been 18 months, so think yourself lucky. Enjoyed us again this week. I've got Sharon, I've got Lainey, and I've got Susan.
Hello.
Hello.
All hungover a bit, I think, is that?
Yeah, a little bit tired.
Yeah.
Tired and fragile. Let's have a look in the chat to see who we've got there. Nia is in first. It was Susan stealing that crown this week.
Susan got in there first. Sneaky, sneaky. That's because she's
And
got
Chris.
things.
Chris Tyler's here as well. And Carl, good evening. Probably have no limits by 200.
Were you featured in the Derry Girls?
I wasn't featured in the Derry Girls. No. To be honest, they stole it off me.
Yeah, you've been doing it a long time, haven't you, before then?
Yeah. It's just that I took a massive break when they released it. But yes. So, is everyone okay?
Yeah, I missed your theme tune. I missed it. No,
You missed me?
no,
What?
No. Your theme tune.
But what I'll do, I'll add this and I'll get straight into it.
Don't leave that comment on the screen.
Yes.
Can't help it, can you?
I'm giving you a preview of what's happening. Right, Carl, you're getting hidden. There you go. Right, get back into it. So we are going back. Oh, what's happening here? Full screen. There we go. Right, so we are going back to now 22 once again for part 2. But if we do go back to part 1, I've got the results.
Oh.
So drum roll, please. The worst song in joint second place, there was Erasure with Take a Chance.
Oh, nice. I'll go with that.
And Mark Almond with Pearly Spencer.
No, what a travesty.
I'll go with that.
Oh, no. I agree. But out in the lead, you've guessed it, it's Harpy by Nick Berry.
Oh, that's good. That was the worst.
Wow.
Nick
And
fought
then-
last time, didn't he?
Yes. Well, I forgot to mention when I met Nick that he missed Nick Berry on the last
Yeah.
live stream.
We
I
told him.
mentioned him. And then the best song, we've got a joint second place between Utah Saints and KWS.
Utah Saints. Utah Saints. Yeah.
See, I prefer KWS. And then a joint first place as well with Snap and The Cure.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So
That's a good
I can
result.
pretty much go. I can go with that. So yeah.
Sadly, don't get too excited for this side.
Oh, hey, I'm quite.
I quite liked a few of these, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, picking the worst one was easier than picking the best one, I would say. But actually, no, because I think the best one stands out for me as well.
Well, I'm the same opinion. The best one stands out and will always be the best one. And also agree, like the worst ones is some absolute dire crap. Like, what is even going on this side?
Okay.
Well, let's get straight to it then. So the first song, The Beautiful South, was Bell Bottom Tear.
Is that it?
Anyone want to pick up the mantle?
Go on, Sharon.
To me, I love this song.
Oh, right.
I love this song. Love the album. Beautiful selves, amazing. Excellent singers. The video, on the other hand, is another matter altogether. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the video was a bit weird.
Well, for balance, this is what I feel is the worst song.
No way.
Yeah.
You should not leave the room.
I don't remember the song. It's. Do you know what I rate it? Do you know how you had Status Quo is like dad music? I would put this as mum music. This was really for your mum. You know what I mean?
Really?
No.
Yeah, I would have said this was music.
I'm shocked.
Song.
I'm shocked. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But when I read the comments underneath, a lot of people underneath the music video, a lot of people loved Brianna Corridan's voice. She said, brilliant voice, and she does have a good voice. Because I think this was the last top 20 hit she had with the band, and then she left for reasons.
They've always had really good female vocalists. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, because who replaced her? I don't know who replaced her, but it was like when they done Perfect.
Was it the dark-haired girl? The dark-haired.
Yeah. She was the one who done like Perfect 10 and Rotterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Beautiful South. Definitely on my playlist. But the video, why were they in the sea? Why were they in the sea being really cold? Because they were shivering.
I said about the video, right? I said the video is basically it's in a foreign country because it's like it. Oh, hold on, no. Oh, I've got something to say here. What have I got to say? What have I got to say? I can't even see what I've put down. Oh, right, yes. Before I get into that, I'll just go through a few things. It reached number 16 in the chart. But the song, in layman terms, is basically about a lass getting up the duff after a one-night stand on holiday. But it does sound like she was a bit of a squirter, right? Because if you read these lyrics,
pardon me.
The first sleep with regret, a kiss goodbye and a long cigarette. By lay on the pillow, it was cold and it was wet. So, so she did have a good night.
On the pillow, though.
Just wow.
Did you not just slava?
Yeah, I wondered
on
why
the pillow.
That was wet. Why is the
It's
pillow?
It's wet.
Yeah,
It's tears.
Because she was like a sprinkler system.
Yeah, I think she was crying. She was smoking a
The
fag.
line I put down is,
that makes more sense.
this is the woman you laid.
Yeah.
That line,
is
this
the
is
one.
the woman you laid. And I kept thinking, is that what she's saying? She's saying
But
this
again,
is
for
the
me,
woman
Yeah, that is what she's saying.
I think she's generally got anger issues because in the other song, she like smashed up the house. This one, she took a baseball bat to him. I mean, who's the problem here? I mean, just saying.
One thing he never learns.
Well, he's just an innocent victim.
I mean, I agree with Sharon in the sense I love the song. I love her voice. I like the whole band, to be honest, but I really love her voice. And the only comment other than that is the video. And then I just put, why were they in the sea? Why? What was the point of them being in the sea? I can't understand that point at all.
Right, as well, they've gone somewhere abroad and they've picked the worst beaches because they've gone like to Spain or Greece somewhere and it's a pebbly beach.
And also that there's some random bloke a bit further along in the video just sat in the background.
Oh, missed him.
He sat on an upturned boat and they're like duetting together and he's like right in the middle of them, sat on a boat and you just can see him.
Yeah.
But also what I want to know, right? You've got a ginger lass with very fair skin. There's no wonder she left the band because you're taking her somewhere in Spain It's just bullying. You know what I mean? It's just blatant bullying. No wonder she left the band.
Oh my goodness.
Well, my view is I like the song, but I don't love it like you guys do. I don't think it's one of Beautiful South's best. It's not my favourite of hers. But I love her. I do love her voice, but this song is not top notch for me. And the video, it just ended where I wanted to know what happened after that when the women
You
were all
wanted to
like,
see the man suffer, didn't you, Susan?
I
That's really. She had a baseball bat. You wanted
I
to see
wanted
him
to see a
override
fight,
bleeding.
basically. I wanted to see a fight.
I was going to say, if she got up the death, I'm assuming she had a baby.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. But it's definitely not the worst song on this section. It's definitely not the worst. So.
Oh no, it's definitely no. This is
it's
the best.
Nigel said it's the worst, and
I know. I don't know. I think he's still drunk. I'm just going to put it down to that.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Yes, you.
No. Chris Tyler's in the same sort of ballpark as me, but she did get pregnant because he said she's a spit and not a swallower. So,
oh my
it must be what she's talking about. I don't know. And Carl saying he also likes Everybody's Talking, Rotterdam, Don't Marry Her, and Pretender to the Throne. Now, I don't know that last one. I know the other three, but not the last one.
I like A Little Time. That's my favourite of theirs.
Yeah.
A Little Time's the one where she smashes up the houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same girl singing, and the same guy as well. But I think I love that one.
The Angry Ginger.
The words are so clever.
Yeah, it is. I would say that's probably their best one.
Yeah.
But the videos are always weird because is it not Everybody's Talking where they're all dressed up and one's got like a fish for a head or a paper on his head or something?
Oh, yeah, that's...
So that probably explains why the rest of the band were just randomly in the sea. And I've just noticed a lookalike as well. This guy here looks like comedian Sean Walsh.
I was going to say, that's also the guy who, funnily enough, is shivering. If you watch, when you watch it, his lip is quivering. And the guy at the back, he's also freezing.
I think he looks like David Tennant if he's been doing drugs for 10 years.
What's on this guy here?
No, the one you said.
Oh, that one.
That was the first one.
The one at the rest of the band just wandered in.
Which one? This guy here?
Yeah, he just like he turned up.
Wait, he's like Timu Oasis in this video here. He's just really.
Oh, excuse me. No, you're not supposed to be saying that word.
Oasis, Team Oasis. Like the real Oasis is.
Hi, Nia.
Nia, you're late. You're late. Susan took your crown this week.
Fight.
I don't know how. I put my comment in like 1 minute before the stream started, so no one was like commenting.
Chris Tyler's saying the guy at the front could be Donny Osmond.
Oh no. That's not Donny Osmond.
I can sort of see.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yes, welcome along, Nia.
Afro kind of look that he's got.
Again, it's very 90s, isn't it? There's just no...
It is. It's like when you see them there. What's really random, I've just noticed, one of them's got like Naughty by Nature, like a hip-hop t-shirt on in the background there. It's like, that's not your sort of... That's not your wheelhouse, really. You're the beautiful South. So we'll move along. Did you give us your views, Laney? Yes, you did, didn't you? Yes, yes. Right, we'll move along then. Nia's got COVID.
Oh, no.
Get well soon, Nia.
Get well, yes.
Oh, get well soon.
Get well. And we'll move on to Prince to make you feel better.
Okay.
Well, I didn't feel bad anyway. And I think this just improved it. I've never heard this. I'm a Prince lover. It's totally passed me by. When we listened to it this afternoon, I was quite impressed. I think if I listened to it a few more times, it could definitely grow on me.
Now, I can remember this, but like for me, I've never been a Prince fan until I started. I wouldn't say I'm still a fan, but I never really liked any of these songs until I've started doing the Now It's Recall live streams.
Wow.
And I do quite like this song. I do, but I can remember this song. Sort of, I've got a vague recollection of this. But yeah, I do quite like it.
I'm surprised you didn't know it, Sharon.
No, again, so, but I was thinking, and I said to Lainey when we were looking at this earlier, I'm wondering, because again, watching the video, it was kind of like he was holding the name he changed to one, he changed it to the symbol.
Oh, the symbol thingy, Bob.
And I'm just wondering if this, because again, it's a classic Prince song, and I don't know why it didn't hit the charts, and I'm sure you're going to say what number it was. But I'm wondering if it's around the same time he was having problems with Sony and stuff, and they just didn't like promote it, or
they only got the number 20 years.
Well, you've probably researched it, Nigel, but the whole song is something about how he pulled an album or something, and he was disillusioned and unhappy about his music at the time. I vaguely remember it. I have heard it before, but I've never heard it for like 30 years or whatever. So it's not.
No, it did not. It did not ring a bell at all for me.
But I liked it. To me, it was totally Prince.
Totally Prince. Absolutely.
Yeah, I liked
it. Whoever did that video did a really good job, because I genuinely thought I was watching a Prince video.
No, it wasn't a real video.
So the video linked in the video there below this live stream isn't actually an official video, but that probably explains it as well, Sharon, where you're saying he was having problems with Sony at the time. So they haven't done an official video.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the single was only released in the UK and Ireland, I think. It wasn't released in America.
All right. Well, the only thing I've got, because there's not much even on the internet about it, and it says that the lyrics can be interpreted as referring to the night Prince decided to withdraw the Black Album.
That's it. Yeah.
So that's it. So when he was rumoured to have suffered a bad ecstasy trip.
Oh.
So drugs are bad. There you go.
Yeah.
My views, I don't agree with you on this, to be fair. I don't think this is his best at all. I did recognise it, the chorus anyway. It is very Prince, don't get me wrong. And then I was like, is it about war? Is it about sex, which a lot of his stuff is?
Well,
do you know what I mean?
It did go.
Yeah,
again, and then been a theme, wasn't it?
And then I think you, because of Prince being Prince and his flamboyantness and his clothing and the way he moves and everything, you lose the actual musical talent that he has, because he is really good on guitar and loads of instruments, but I feel like you lose that because he is so over the top in himself, which I know is what he is, but for me, compared to other songs of his, this doesn't come close.
Well, I didn't say it was his best, but I did say...
No, it's definitely not his best, for sure.
But it's definitely good. I do like it.
I liked it. I did like it too. And again, I just need to add, A, that guitar riff in that is just a banger. And B, bodysuit people. There was bodysuit in this. And they haunt me.
Well, if you look at the comments here, Chris says, "Is Purple Rain about sex?" And Carl said, "No, it isn't." Right?
I'm joking. Have you really? Have you listened to Darling Nikki? Yeah, okay. That's totally not about anything.
But a lot of Prince stuff, because I've said here, a lot of his lyrics just seem to be about sex or trying to get someone in a bed. And Nia said, I find them quite creepy. And if there is allegations come out ever about him later on down the line or anything, people will go through the lyrics and say, he was hiding in plain sight, because a lot of his lyrics are just like, get up and... There are lots of
I'm just biased, so I'm not saying anything because I love Prince.
To be fair, though, Neil, going, ooh, get up is like telling you, your granddad trying to get up off a chair. Ooh. No, it's not really Prince, is it?
That might have been a bad one, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I think there is a fine line between creepy and sexy, and yeah, depending on how you see Prince.
It's usually the person who's doing it, because if you had someone, I don't know. Oh, who was that politician? Hamilton? Was it Neil Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he done it, you'll be like, well, on that, he's the one. Nigel Farage. If he was saying that to you,
oh my God, can you imagine?
No.
That's the thing, though, is again, just Prince was just unique, wasn't he? He was just, yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I would listen to this
I like him
more,
too.
and I would like, and I like it for sure.
But like we're saying, the music video of this is really good because it's like Prince in concert, and then there was like Prince in his harem, like in all music videos. And then there was.
It very much for me, like my Prince song, I Love 7. And if you listen to the background noise, it's very sort of, it's got the same sort of beat, the same, I don't know, same composition. I don't know. I'm not a bloody musician. I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like 7 to me as well.
I've never come across them.
Oh, it's a tunage. Tunage.
Now, someone could probably twist that against me when I've said that as well, but
yeah,
I've come across them. Never mind. Then there's this one where I don't know what this is off this one, but like Sharon was saying, he's got his like symbol thing there, and he's also got like a microphone gun, or being Prince, it could be a sex toy. We don't know. But
and again, the mask is very symbolic of being faceless.
Yeah. But like I say, whoever's done this is really good.
It's so good.
And also, whoever done this predicted Donald Trump, because here he is bombing Iran.
Well, yeah, again, the whole bombing thing was a bit weird. It kind of, again, it's kind of a theme.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is he saying something about war, or you know what I mean? A sexual
and you have
thing?
to remember that this video is nothing to do with Prince.
Yeah, so
this video is a compilation by a fan, so it's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Because
if it was Prince, these guns I think would be like about him arriving, shall we say?
Can I just say something? There's another tea leaf in the side chat.
There's another tea leaf.
Another thief in the side chat.
Sorry, I'm late. I've just picked up a plastic beaker
fork.
and a remote control for. Oh, it's supposed to be fork. Right.
Has he nicked a remote control, Lainey?
I hope not, because I'll just slap them.
Have you tried to turn your telly on today and you kind of find it? Welcome along, Ian.
Like a gift shop.
Yeah, because who needs a fridge magnet from Sunderland?
For anyone who doesn't know, we all went to Lainey's this weekend for her birthday.
Yes, it is Lainey's. It was a birthday. I'm not going to say the age. I need to slip up. It was Lainey's birthday. Oh, well, there you go. You've spoiled it all, Lainey.
It was the big one, so yeah.
Yes.
The 5-0.
She doesn't look a day over 49 and 364 days, does she?
I know, right? Crap.
And Sharon stole a fork and a plastic beaker.
And a plastic beaker.
And I asked if I could take a beaker, and I was allowed to, so I've also got a beaker.
So I started a trend then, did I? You're like, oh, I'm having a beaker too.
Poet Stig just got some cold smell to take home.
I want to know what colour beaker Stig had.
I don't think he got one.
No, he was drinking orange.
Picked up a plastic beaker.
No, he's lying.
Oh, is he telling Porky Pies?
What colour did you take?
Who, me?
Yeah.
A green one.
I've got a greeny blue one. Probably the same as yours, yeah.
I never got any. I feel left out here.
Well,
right, less of the stolen items talk.
So when I was saying this like gun thing, people would probably put that in, insinuate it's like a sexy thing, just like this squirrel.
Squirrel?
If you have a look at this is a rocket launched from an American arms base But do you not think it looks like a squirrel?
Yeah.
There's its tail.
A chipmunk.
There it is. There, look at it.
A chipmunk. Groundhog.
You're seeing things.
Yeah, I kind of get what he's saying with like the
I
tail.
can see what you're seeing, but it's a stretch, isn't it?
It's something having a really big fart that I see like a sort of Japanese man or something.
Japanese? What?
I was actually going
Like, that's his hair and his nose and his eyes. I'm pointing at it like you can see.
Totally, Lainey.
Tilt your head slightly, and you can see.
Which way, right or left?
Which I don't know. Whatever yours is. Try both, and then work it out. And then he's got a beard.
It's got a beard. I've really fell down a hole here. I thought this was going to be different.
I can't.
The only beard I can see is like a man there. That's his nose.
Go up a bit. Up from there. Up. So there's his nose. 2 eyes above. Right? And then the head and the hair at the back and his beard just below.
So is he farting out the rocket?
He's farting out the rocket.
I get it. I can see it. Is he riding a unicorn or is he riding like a...
He's riding something.
He's riding something. I can see what Lady is saying.
Can I just say we didn't take any drugs at the weekend?
See, for me, it's the other way around because there's the squirrel's mouth, his nose.
I can't see the squirrel.
The back of his head. There's his eye, his mouth, his nose at the top. It comes down. That's his.
Any squirrel.
His hands there. And then his bushy tail at the back.
I get the bushy tail.
I get the bushy tail, but the rest I don't see.
I just think you're all crazy. You're all crazy.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, the whole war thing, like, that was a bit mental. It kind of went askew.
Send me that image and I'm going to outline it for you just to prove it.
Right.
I totally get it.
I will do it after the live stream.
He could be writing like
this time it says he sees a knife. Oh, what's up with this
thing?
Use this.
He sees a knife block.
He sees a knife block. Does he think he's watching Nick and Andrea's with the knives on the wall?
I can see the knife block, but that's nothing to do with the smoky bit. It's down in
on the floor. Yeah. Get
knife block. Holy crap! I see you now. Wow.
Now 22 is my favourite of the Now albums with the current logo since the Now 20 and 91. Yeah, these logos certainly change. Oh, these are new. I prefer that logo, mate. But yes, I think that's call saying hurry up and move along. But this bit as well, right? Obviously it's Prince. It reminds us of MC Hammer.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I know how much you all love MC Hammer. Don't worry, I couldn't find him in his underpants. I was going to put him in his underpants because I knew you loved them like that.
Don't put that picture in ever again.
I won't belong to you two. Better than the other thing.
Can I start with this, please?
Yes, carry on then. Delaney.
I'm gonna say Chris has asked a question. Who was the lady with Lex when Lainey went on Andrews? Was that Sharon? But you had Lex, you had Carla, you had Sharon.
Oh, I was even on there.
Andrea and Nigel and Nick in the background and my hand. So there was lots of us.
Yeah, there was lots of us. Yeah.
I forgot we even done that.
But Sharon's been on screen before anyway, so you would know. Anyway, right, starting with this. This is what I've wrote. Bono's crotch spinning at me in patent leather is not a thing I wanted to see today.
Okay.
That is the first thing. I do not like this song. I just think, what is he doing in that? It just looks weird. I feel like he's in the, like, I like a lot of U2, don't get me wrong, but this is wrong, and the spinning was horrible.
Yeah.
Can you separate the song from the video and give us your comment on the song?
No, because I'm not a fan of the song.
No.
I don't even think it sounds like them to me. Like, it's not what I would class as typical U2, and I know it's on that, or is it Achtung whatever album that?
Achtung Baby.
Yeah, that one, and I know a lot of people love that, but no, it's definitely not for me.
Well, I'll go next then. I mean, my first comment was, crotch watch, without the crotch watch. But I'm not a big fan of U2, especially the early stuff. Not my cup of tea at all. But when Achtung Baby came out, I went mad for it. I love Achtung Baby because it's a real different sound for U2. So that's why I like it. And this is the best song of this selection for me tonight. It is definitely a classic. It's brilliant, and I love it. And I played it to death back in 1992. So that's all I've got to say.
Well, me and Lainey are singing from the same page. That was not cool. He's not cool. Crotch shot, spinning. It was. Do you know what it reminds me? Do you know when you're so drunk and it's just spinning?
And the room spins.
And it's just spinning and spinning. That's what it reminds me. I couldn't watch it. I had to look away because I'm like, I can't do this.
The thing for me is that I listened to the song a lot of times before I ever saw the video. So to me, they're separate entities.
But the song was just, again, I think he was trying to like be cool. He was trying to because again, it's the whole sort of acids sort of area. And he's like, oh, I'm trying to be cool. No, you're not cool. You are not cool. You're like, as Lainey said, what was it? Sweaty pleather.
Yeah, and again, that's nothing to do with the song for me.
No, it isn't. But we do judge the song and the video, so
yeah.
Well, if you're listening to now, you've only got the song.
And again, it's just I'm sure he was trying to be like cool and sing something really poignant, but it was garbage.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I thought it was.
The last time we had U2 on, you all said garbage, and I said brilliant.
Yeah, again, clearly not a fan of U2.
No, well, I'm not a fan of U2.
Oh,
I really like that album.
Yes, you are. You're a fan of us three, actually.
I'm not a fan of U2 either, but I would say this is one of their better songs.
Yeah.
Oh,
the song itself.
Yeah.
But when you're seeing, was it Lainey? You said it doesn't really sound like them at the start.
Yeah.
There's a part on it. This. Oh no, hold on. Why have I put that there? Oh, don't say I've recorded over it. I might have not put it in. There's a start where it goes, and it sounds like the beginning of Hindu Times by Oasis.
Oasis again?
Oasis again for you, Sharon.
What are you doing to me?
Yeah, but the tour is coming up in July. People are going to get pissed thrown at them. They need a bit of boost.
Oh, listen, there's going to be all kinds of swear words if they come out.
But the thing is, Sharon, people throwing piss at them is not just, it's just you saving it up just for them going down like the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff and just hoying them out as they're walking down the road. It's not even when they get in the stadium, is it?
And the thing is as well, if the roof is open, I will hear it from where I am.
Yeah, but for this song it is one of their better songs. In 1997, the Reader's Mojo magazine ranked the song as the 71st best track of the 1990s. Richard Branson requested the use of the song in adverts for Virgin Coke to compete with Coca-Cola, as Coca-Cola has the tagline, "The Real Thing," so obviously even better than The Real Thing.
I'm glad they said no to that, because that would have ruined it.
That's the band declined it, yes.
Crap song.
And when the covers to even better than The Real Thing, The Fly, I can't even know where I've left that in. Yes, it got number 12 in the UK chart in 92, but then the remix, so it was released originally in 92, got number 12 and 32 in the US chart, and then a remix version of it then got to number 8.
You said about that, didn't you, Lainey? You said you heard the remix of it.
No, I thought it was a different song.
Oh, right, okay.
I thought like I'd heard the title in something else. Like, you know how like back in the day, in the back end of the 80s and stuff, when you had like Sunita and all of that, the title sounded like a song that she would have rather than a song that U2 would have.
Yeah.
What? You're my toy boy. Time.
Neil, did you read on Wikipedia that in that video there's a doppelganger group of U2? Did you read that?
That isn't the people who are in like the sex shop in Amsterdam.
Yes, I think because I never knew that until this moment today, and I've just read it. That because I've seen that video quite a few times, and I've never realised that there's actually like a fake U2 in the shop. Yeah.
Wow.
So that probably was U3, Lenny, or U4.
Because they're very good. They're very convincing because I've never spotted it before. And I went back and looked at it, and I still couldn't quite work out which ones were the dogs.
Because I was wondering if this was just a like promotional thing in Amsterdam, because that to me it's very red light district-esque, where it's like red shop front, window with people outside, and I was like,
yeah,
did they just have it? Because it was the zoo tour as well.
Yeah,
because you see that coming up later on in the video. Oh yes, because the hands at the beginning of the thing.
Oh, that's
here.
Oh, that's awful.
I like that.
It reminds me of MTV used to use the promotional thing, and it was always on at the beginning of it. Because this beginning bit just reminds us of MTV in like the early. Well, it wasn't. It was the mid-90s. It was probably about 96.
That's creepy.
And that bit was used on a thing.
Yeah, that's creepy.
And again, I'm not going to mention the F word, Susan, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, don't.
It's just grim.
But yeah, I don't like things like that. Where it
yeah, no, I don't like that.
It feels like you're not getting out of something. That
yeah,
it just goes on, and it's like, oh, you're going to see fingers soon. Oh no, you're not. Oh, yeah, it's like an ongoing. Yes, I get you.
Ever regressing. Yeah.
And I've just realised it says U2 on the rings on the knuckles as well.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be losing a ring, do you?
No. Horrible.
But also, this is like a bit like last week where, what's happening? Hold on. Sorry, I haven't. That's why my screen went dull. Sorry, that's why my screen went dull before, because I forgot to plug it in. I forgot to turn it on. But yeah, this is a bit like a beggy song like last week when you look at the lyrics. Give me one more chance, let me be your lover tonight. And it's just like, oh.
Well, I mean, if the beginning of the video is anything to go by, run.
Yeah. But see, this is the difference. If Prince had said that to someone, people would be like, oh, it's Prince. And then Butler says it in his leather trousers. Ugh. You know, so.
Again, I suppose, or, well. I don't know.
I mean, to make it worse, though, they were painting leather, not just pleather. They were fake leather. They were painting fake leather. Patent plain. Can't even see it.
You're so drunk.
It's offensive.
Spit it out, ladies. Spit it out. Patent leather. Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say earlier, Susan?
I can't fucking remember.
Leather.
No, when I was with Lainey earlier today, she said something and I've forgotten the word now, but it was made us laugh for quite a while.
Yeah, maybe can I remember?
No. Anyway, I love it. I love the song. I don't love the video though. I love the song.
So Carl's saying Beautiful Day 2000 is good, but his favourite is Vertigo from 2004. Tap Doctor saying, like a fist at the beginning, just saying.
It is. Yeah.
But yes, the music video is quite weird because you do have it was the band playing and it did spin round, it did make you feel sick, but not so much from the motion. It was more so the thought of Bono's sweaty crotch and then pleather trousers, I think.
Again, for me, the whole spinny thing just made like again. You know when you're like hugging like the porcelain telephone, and it's just spinning and spinning. You're like, oh, please stop, please stop. No, it's not good.
And then towards the end of the video, there was a lot of things cut in. There was a lot of like little things cut in because there was the robot Beatles, which I thought was weird. Because the robot Beatles, you've got John Lennon looks like John Lennon, Ringo Starr looks like Ringo Starr. George Harrison looks a bit like George Harrison. That doesn't look like Paul McCartney, though.
Is it fake Paul McCartney? Is it Paul McCartney?
No.
It's Paul
No,
McCartney.
the car crash.
He died in the car crash.
That's his robot replacement. But also, is this Brian Ferry here?
It could be.
Brian Ferry, how random's that, lady?
Very.
But yes, there was that. There was VR sex as well, right? And that was a thing back then because around this time there was the film called Lawnmower Man. It was all to do with like where they would have like them big. Can you remember the big headsets which were around there, like VR sex?
Lawnmower Man, well.
Yeah.
Yes. But the thing is, VR sex is something you only want to do if you're in like a locked room, like by yourself, miles away from anyone else. Because there was always a story when we were at school that there was a kid
I
who,
know.
there was a kid above us a year above us in our school, and the rumor was he had his headphones on, having a Tommy Tank, and close. He's had his eye closed, having a Tommy Tank, right? When he woke up after he'd arrived, his mum had put like his tea down on the bedside table. Now I think this is an urban myth because I've heard other people say it when I was at uni. People said, no, that's happened. And loads of people know this story. It's an urban myth. So that's why if you're in a VR headset, like fully enclosed in something with headphones on, and you're doing something like this, you do not want anyone within miles of you because they're going to walk in.
Yeah.
Wow.
So VR sex is way out.
Oh,
But yeah, so it had VR sex. That's a long way to go around this. VR sex. They had this woman who I hope was just eating chocolate, and it wasn't an early Scatman John video.
it's just something.
There was wrestling.
Wrestling.
And then there was a Prince.
Is that
Yes.
Wow.
There was a couple of like shots of Prince, and I'm like, "That's Prince. Is this?" And I started going, "Am I on the wrong song here or something?"
Yeah.
So it was really random. But as well, I got my Fest lookalike.
Okay.
So my Fest lookalike is he is one of the hills. Oi Savaloy.
Oh, that's got to be Nick
TV.
Lower.
Nick, you're just in time to defend you too, because everyone else
Nick's not allowed to defend you too. We've moved on.
Can I just say, when Susan says you two, she doesn't mean Nick and Andrea. Lovely sweet. Yes, it was Nick. Carl's just said you two now play boring old reality TV shows, and yeah, I've noticed that with music television now. It's not.
Oh god, yeah. Then
I'm getting old, and I'm like, I don't know this song. So yes, my first lookalike of this video is this lady girl who appeared.
Oh god.
Who does she look?
Can you zoom in a bit?
Yeah, can we have a bit of a zoom in?
It doesn't really help because she's very blurry.
Yeah, she's like
Oh yeah, that really helps.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't help at all.
Oh,
So who does this?
god. Again, you know me, I am really crap at this game, so
When it first came up, my first thought was quite an old reference, but Ricky Lake. That was the first.
Not Ricky Lake and not
Lake's actually
Karen Carpenter, as Nick said.
Anyone else see Chevy Chase in a dress? Okay, maybe I'm still drunk.
You're in the wrong continent. Come back this way. British.
British. Princess.
Yes, British.
Princess Kate, Queen Kate, or whatever her name is. I don't know.
No.
Got long dark hair.
Sonia of EastEnders. I don't know about that.
Sonia of EastEnders. It's Natalie Cassidy.
No way.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Oh my god, Chris.
I
Where
still
the
think
hell
Chevy
did you
Chase
get
is
that
more
from?
accurate.
I still think Ricky Lake though.
Wow. Chris,
I see that. I was like, oh, it's Natalie Cassidy. It does look like Natalie Cassidy.
wow.
And then I get to do that Natalie Cassidy voice because my wife listens to our podcast and my oldest daughter hates our voice. So it's saying Natalie Cassidy, and if she can hear us, Eva, Natalie Cassidy, she'll get really peed off. So I'm moving along. But well done, Chris Taylor. The likes of Teen Mom, the TV show, has been going since the first. Oh, it's just all a reality TV show calls name. Right, so we get the Shaman with their LSI. I had to think about that. LSI, because I think of it as Love, Sex, Intelligence.
Yeah, I think
Nick Bloke thinks we met. I think he wasn't here, was he?
Lainey, you need to go first on this one, I think.
Does she?
Then I'll go after you. Yeah, go on, you can go first.
Go on then.
I didn't really put that much.
No?
Apart from that, I thought it was better when I thought it was better before. Like, you know, when you listen to a song or you think of a song from the past and you think, oh yeah, that's cool. And then we listen to it and we're like, actually, nah, it's not. It's not cool. It was kind of like they were all in a cult, which was kind of strange. The one with the front hair, thought he looked a bit like Brian out of 17. The one with the teeth missing, him. And I just thought actually it was a bit naff. Because exactly, compared to Easy Good.
Oh no. I think this is a better song than Ebenezer Good.
Really?
Yeah. I think this is a better song than Ebenezer Good.
Again, me and Lainey had the same reaction at the same time. We were like, wow, I thought this was better than what it actually is.
Yeah.
Because it was just a bit meh. Yeah. But in all fairness, the blonde guy was really enjoying himself. He was going for it.
Yeah, because he was on something.
But I think they raided the Star Trek wardrobe because they all looked like aliens that like Jean-Luc Picard would meet. That's all I got from it. Weird sci-fi vibes.
My other thought is...
Oh, go on, Lainey. Carry on.
I was just going to say, you know the album cover there? Because there's like 3 symbols, does that mean they're now all going to be different symbols like Prince? So they're like going to, you know what I mean?
Or Star Trek. I mean,
probably.
And I was just saying there was bodysuit men as well.
At the end.
Yeah, bodysuit men traumatizing me.
Well, I didn't do the homework as Sharon and Lainey, so all their views are news to me, and I'm shocked that you didn't think it was that good because I love this. This was another album that I obsessed about at the time. Boss Drum, it was called, and I played that to death, and I absolutely love this song. It's a competitor for best song for.
Oh my God, are you still drunk as well?
No, I'm not. I've driven 250 miles today. I'm not drunk. I'm just.
Oh, no,
let's hope you're not.
Hang on, Looney's brother's in the side chat. Billy.
Hello,
Billy is awesome.
Billy is lovely,
He's
and his wife is lovely too. Yeah, I love it. The videos, it's a bit psychedelic, so it's like they're on drugs. Like they've got some weird filter on it, so it looks like you're on drugs watching that video.
Again, it's that sort of acid house video. The standard thing.
Around this time, a lot of videos were putting these like early 90s filters and.
Well, the next one does the same thing, but what I was going to say is that when you look on Wikipedia for this song, the video, there's no information about the video, but I read the comments under the video, and somebody said this video was shot in my dad's farm in the lake.
Yeah, we read that. Yeah, we read that one as well.
We read that.
I read that as well. I was like, oh,
it looks nothing like Lake District, and I think that's the
yeah. But yes, I picked that up as well because that's my first slide there, Susan.
Yeah,
That's
all independently like found that information, but yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
Well,
yeah, I loved it. I don't particularly like the video again, but I like the song.
Yeah, no, it hasn't aged well. It really hasn't.
Oh no, I think it's just as good today as it always was. So yeah, it's aged fine.
I think it's better than Ebenezer Good.
No.
But yeah, it's. I don't think they've aged well. Even Ebenezer Good, I don't think he's aged that well.
I think that's a better tune. Yeah, I don't think Ebenezer Good is definitely a better tune than that.
No, see, I prefer this one. It got to number 1 in Finland. But when you see the shiny suits, which I don't think I've got on here, the shiny suits remind us of Finland, like a Finnish thing. You know what I mean? You can imagine the Finns in them, like Scandinavian countries. It got to number 6 in the UK chart. But when you're talking about the video and how it's like psyched out and everything, I think it's very apt because it reminds us of like summer solstice. You know, when like the
it was all a bit weird. It was all a bit weird.
Yeah, that's why I got the cultish thing, and I think
Again,
that
yeah.
there was kind
Again,
of
you just see like Jean-Luc Picard like beaming down, and they're all like, like
yes, I get where you're coming from.
But it does not look like the Lake District at all.
No. I thought it was like somewhere like in the Midwest of America or somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the filters, though, isn't it? That's what it is. It's just a filter.
Yeah,
go back a couple of frames to like that the guy with that guy with the.
Well, he's got the crown on.
Yeah, well, he's got the crown there. That's where I think he looks a bit like Brian from
Brian Harvey.
Aye, Brian Harvey from.
I was saying because when just before we come live, they were saying about his teeth, and I was like, I was meant to do a tooth alike because I think he's very much like Madonna.
Tooth alike.
A tooth alike. Or teeth alike.
Whose teeth?
Yes.
Are these teeth? We's teeth.
We's teeth are these teeth. But I think it's the colour of the stone which makes it doesn't seem like it's Cumbria.
It's like it's something like in the Grand Canyon or something. That colour.
Yeah, the Nevada, like the red stone, yeah.
But it's the filter. That's what does it all, and that's how they did it on Star Trek, no doubt. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Weird. But you know how you said it's like cultish and that the whole band's name is like the Shaman, so it's all that kind of like physical stuff, isn't it? So,
well, you're around that time because you had like the Shaman, then you had KLF who had the what were the Moo the Justified Ancient Moo
Ancient, yeah, I love that.
I used to love like KLF. I did used to like them back in the days, like 3 AM America. What Time Is Love was my first ever 7-inch single I bought.
Oh wow!
But going back now and listening to them, I think it's brilliant. I just love their music.
I do. I love that.
Nick thinks he looks like Judge Rinder.
Ooh,
I don't know who that is.
That's actually.
You don't know who Judge Rinder is? I think yes.
I do. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I'm googling it right now just to say. Oh yeah, he does. He does look like Judge Rinder.
Like Judge Rinder.
I don't know who that is.
But he's the one that's definitely having too much fun. He's well into his dancing.
Yeah. I mean, look at his eyes.
Don't look like they're there. His eyes look like they're somewhere else.
Yeah, one eye's looking at the moon and the other eye's
when I in heaven, when I in Devon.
Yeah.
One eye looked like Cork, the other eye looked like York. Yes, And then we move on to electronic. Disappointed.
Dear. Disappointed, yeah.
I've never seen that title for me. Because anytime I hear the band electronic, even now when I'm saying this, electronic disappointment, even now I'm saying it, I've just got in my head getting away with it. I'm getting away with it all my life, which is it's a brilliant, I love that song. Even when I'm seeing the title disappointing, I kind of get the other song out my head because it's so good, and this one is disappointing.
This is a disappointed one, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
It is just a Pet Shop Boys song by another name, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said.
Not a good Pet Shop Boys song, though.
No, I like it actually. I don't love it. You know what I mean? But I did like it, and of course, I love Neil Tennant's voice anyway. But I was like, was this originally just a Pet Shop Boys? And there's a person in the chat that should know this because And then did their music put up like put a dance beat behind it, innit, or whatever?
No.
But yeah, there was people in the chat though below the video who were saying like, the greatest because it's got Bernard Sumner from New Order, it's got Johnny Marr from the Smiths, and it's got Neil Tennant from the Pet Shop Boys. It was a marvelous dance hit. I'm thinking, It isn't. There's a lot more Pet Shop Boys songs better than this. There's a lot of songs around this time better than this. Because as well, dance music sort of changed around this time from your what you call it, like your new ordery stuff and your more guitar-based dance stuff, to more just a pure electronic stuff, like your house music was coming in around this time as well.
Well, it was not what I was expecting. It started and then that come on. I was like, and I was pointing at the screen at Lainey. We were like, I was like, who is what? What is this? It's meh. It's not good.
Did you not know it, Sharon?
No, again, all like one. Disappointed? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Bodysuit woman. There's a woman in a
There was one in there. There was hunting there.
Are they in the same forest as the last video?
No, they've got the same filter. They've got exactly
the same filter. I mean, it's probably the least offensive video because they're not spinning around. It's just sort of like.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I also like Neil Tennant's voice, but I just think this is dreary. It's
boring. It's
boring.
Not good.
I couldn't wait.
I don't mind it actually. I don't mind it. I wouldn't say it was like the best. And Nick said that it wasn't Pet Shop Boys. It was written by some of them on Tennant, but
it was a side project that Neil Tennant did with these other people.
I do remember it.
Yeah, I remember.
I wouldn't have, if someone said, who's this? I wouldn't have been able to tell you because I didn't know them that well.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Chris Tyler's just said, looky like Cliff Richard in the middle. Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, he is not wrong.
I can't see that. But when you're looking at it, on the left, the one in like the yellow shadow, looks like Noel Gallagher.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah, I want to know in the video for this, right? What the fuck was that guy doing with that big, massive, great sensor thing? You know, the incense burner, like swinging it around his head.
Yeah.
What the hell was going on there?
Again, for me, it just harkens back to the sort of days of like the sort of rave and then the festivals. And everyone's, we love each other. Let's burn some incense and swing around like fire people, like, you know.
In the middle of a field. I mean, that don't work. I don't think it's meant to be in like an enclosed space, isn't it? I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. The whole thing. I just didn't like it. It's up there for one of the worst for sure. Well, I wouldn't say it's the actual worst, but because there are other worse ones. But this, it's just boring.
Boring, absolutely.
I have heard it many times, but it's boring.
Just looking back at the chat, Chris Tyler says Rinda loves a pearly crown too. Maybe a pearly necklace, we don't know. Our version of MTV launched in 1997. Yes, but we used to get European MTV over in the UK as well. Pet Shop Boys Lights. And Carl's back from his shower. He's clean. He's tucked up in bed. He's watching this. Well, welcome back. And he's a bit behind as well because he's saying he likes Move Any Mountain. And then Nick's saying the band name was just so forgettable and the music should have been so much better on paper.
Yeah.
When you think who's involved, sometimes you get these like, look at the Travelling Wilburys when you've got, was it Roy Orbison and all them people?
Yeah.
Not
in the same league. They are not in the same league.
But that song was brilliant. That song that they had that was a hit. What was it called? End of the Line.
End of the Line.
Yeah.
That was fantastic, that song.
See, for me, I would still prefer Getting Away With It because I love that song, Getting Away With It all my life. I just love it. It takes you back to the early 90s, just after I don't know, it's just around that time. I think my sister must have been playing it loads. I used to love like that track, and
I think it's probably the age you were that it's like itself on you. Because to me, I didn't like it that much.
Oh, see, I love that track, but anytime I hear the name electronic, and even looking at this now, just looking it up, I can't get that other track out in my head. It's just like boom there. Getting Away With It in 99. It's probably around Italian 90 when loads of people were having like different house parties when the football was on and stuff like that. This song was the fourth single released by the group. Like the first single, Getting Away With It, it features Neil Tennant of the Pet Shop Boys, as well as founder members Johnny Marr, Bernard Sumner. The song was featured on the soundtrack for the live animation hybrid mystery movie Cool World. Again, like this, I've never heard of it.
What? What was that?
Never heard of it.
Cool World. It was a live animation hybrid mystery. So a bit like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but not as successful. Disappointed was conceived just before the recording of New Order's 6th album, Republic. Although Electronic would enjoy 3 more top 30 hits in the UK, Disappointed was their last major commercial success for the band internationally. Andrew Muller, Melody Maker, said this sounds like a Pet Shop Boys album track.
Yeah,
which you can probably agree with.
Like this side, they've just chucked all the fucking junk on here, apart from like 1 or 2 songs.
It did get to number 6 in the charts, though.
Really?
But there's no accounting for taste, is there? There's no accounting.
Yeah, but not everyone didn't like it as much as what we did, because Disco Boy still loves this track. Andy's high school girl I was dating in high school. This was our song. Broke up 2.5 years after 2.5 years, and we're still great friends. We still send the video to each other so often. I don't think you're over it, mind Disco Boy.
Okay.
That just goes to show if you associate a song with an event or something special, you love the song. But that's because of the association. It's not the song.
Yes, it's not the song.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, was he disappointed? Yes, he was.
But like we're saying, he's the video graphics.
Yeah.
With his intent.
Yeah.
There was so many like this though at that time, wasn't there? There was so many with this kind of graphic.
Yeah.
Again, it's the whole acid house, raves, all that. Yeah.
And there was Neil Tennant in like a tank top cardigan combo thing.
Oh, I
the field
that.
with people. Oh, and his ring light. It looks like he's got a ring light there, like he's recording like this. And then there was this bloke who was just people with flags. What was it?
Yeah, and then he had his incense burner at the end.
But but also I want to know why was Bernard Sumner holding up these cards?
I don't know.
E or T or I-E.
Well,
it made no sense.
I don't know.
E-R-T-I-E.
I might have missed a couple mates. There's probably more.
Is it not electronic? Is it not electronic?
Ah, could be.
Yeah, but it's just so naff, isn't it?
Again, it's like a lot of the videos. There's just so much going on. You just can't keep up with it. You're like, oh my god, brain overload.
I don't know.
Neil Tennant looks like the Cranberries drummer, Fergal Lawler. Andy Peters look alike. Who? The guy with the flag? I'm saying that Andy Peters. Andy Peters is like.
Was not that built.
Andy Peters in.
Susan, you need to see Andy Peters in 2025. Andy Peters is like, boom, Mr. Unit. He's proper hench.
Is he?
He's rough as anything. Yeah.
Mr. Motivator now.
He's bigger than Mr. Motivator. Mr. Motivator looks like unmotivated compared to him now. He's proper like. Boom.
Right, I'm googling Andy Peters now.
And don't just Google Andy Peters because you'll see him with Ed the Duck in the closet. He's out the closet. He's been in the gym. He's literally in the closet and been in the gym.
Yeah, I can see the muscles. Yeah.
Oh my goodness me!
Wow, he's built himself up, hasn't he? Oh, there he is with.
Chris Turner said he sells pies on QVC.
Holy moly!
It's the type of body type who sells pies on QVC. You know what I mean?
One of the first pictures come up with Gary Barlow. But anyway, my God, he is really muscly.
He's buff. He's definitely buff.
So now that guy does look like Andy Peters.
See? I already know because he usually does a £10,000 giveaway or whatever on ITV if it's this morning. There's a few. It's this morning, Lorraine. Oh, sometimes presents Lorraine because she's never presents Lorraine. It's only Lorraine by name, never by nature.
Really?
So, yeah. Oh, she's never on there. Back to this. Shakespeare's Sister, I Don't Care.
Wow. You know the last one when we said, "Oh, the word disappointed," the title, and we were all disappointed. Well, I was fully expecting for this one to go, yeah, I don't care. But actually, because I hate Shakespeare's Sister, or so I thought. But actually, I quite like this one.
See, I think this is right in your wheelhouse because it's a proper like. I don't care. Like it's a proper like. Like I don't know.
I'm not saying I love it because I hate the other two big hits that they have. What was it? Your History and
Stay.
I hated
it's probably their best song.
I really hated both of those with a passion. But this one, they toned down. There was a bit of screaming, but they toned it down a lot. And I really liked it. I thought it was quite funny how they were trying to murder each other in the video as well. I quite liked it. I quite liked it. So anyway, I did care a little bit. I didn't think it was the best song on the album, but on the section, but it was pretty good. So I'll give them that.
You're not the only one who's a fan. Nia says, I really like this song and the album was fab. Loved the first album, was obsessed. With this, is it Cyber Farley whom Nick was obsessed with?
Cyber. Yeah, Cyber.
Yeah,
was it because
again for
no,
me?
Go ahead, Karen, sorry.
I was going to say, you know, when you think I don't care, you think I don't, and I was like, I can't get that out of my head. But when I listened to it, I really enjoyed it. Again, not too familiar with it.
No.
But again, what was with all the spinning? There's more spinning. Not good. But for me, this sounded like I couldn't get out of my head. I think it's the Pussycat Dolls Love Machine.
It's I'm just a love machine, baby.
I couldn't get that out of my head.
Yeah, but this came first.
I know this came first. But I can just hear the beat of that. And I couldn't, But yeah, I like this. It's not my favourite, but again, not offensive. Not offensive.
Blaney?
No.
I'll go.
The one who's awkward this week. I think everyone else is liking everything, and I'm not so much. I expected it to be. I don't know what it was, but not the song that Sharon mentioned. I don't care. But I expected something else, and I don't know why. And it wasn't the song that I expected, and I didn't know it at all. But I weren't impressed at all. Like I do like the songs that Susan mentioned. Like I really do like those songs.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah. So so for me it just didn't compete.
Oh, no.
See, this for me is a song I'd totally forgotten about. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, I know this song.
Yeah.
I quite like this. And I do quite like this song. Nick's saying it's off their second album. It is. It's the third single off their second album. Hormonally Yours. There you go. So, the song is incorporates a segment of the poem Hornpipe by Dame Edith Sitwell. For anyone who's cultured might know that. I don't.
Well good.
And the poem is spoken by Cyber. Paul Leslie.
I wouldn't like to meet that. Oh, I wouldn't like to get on the wrong side of that Siobhan. She's got a real crazed look in her eye.
Again, the thing is, I'm assuming at this point she was still a raging alcoholic.
Was she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She was an alcoholic when she left. When she on stage, she was massively alcoholic. Because she was married to Dave Stewart, wasn't she?
Oh.
That was one.
Yeah.
Married to Dave Stewart. I'm positive.
Well, all I can say is that she just looks crazy in some of the scenes. I just wouldn't like to go on the wrong side of her. But I didn't know that she was an alcoholic.
Oh God, yeah. Totally raging.
Yeah.
Paul Lester of Melody Maker commented, so the title reads, I don't care, but actually the subtext of the song is mercifully a reverse fantasy where the singer does care, deeply so that Sayabin is incredibly rich, extremely angry, and quite mad.
Yeah, I suppose it kind of fits.
Yes, she is crazed.
Can't hear
You've gone quiet.
you, Neil.
Have you pulled your mic out or something?
Oh, he's off.
He's taking a instrumental break. Please go and get a cup of tea. La, 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 la. It's
Yeah,
I'm back.
Yeah,
you're back.
Oh, I'm back.
You're back in the room.
I hadn't charged them up. I've got dual microphones now.
So
and I hadn't charged them up.
He's got two of them in a still field.
Yeah. No, what I was saying is, so they're trying to kill each other, but what if you have a look at Marcella Detroit's hair, how much it moves here? Watch this. Comes up. What? Oh
yeah.
I know that.
It like moved. I was like, is that a wig? How much? I should have slowed it down because it like moves from here to up there, and I'm like, what? But yeah, she does look crazy. She does look a bit like a drug addict as well. I'm not saying you are. If your lawyers are watching, Sayabin, you're not a drug addict. You might have been
I don't know what you mean, huh? You're calling her Sayabin.
Oh, that's it. Hang on, sorry, he's going to correct. Carl just corrected me. It's Girls Aloud, not Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I did tell you that this afternoon too.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
Yeah.
What did you say earlier? Oh.
I must have misheard. Sorry.
But when you see the music video as well, the first one's like a performance and like pushing each other out the way. It's like a fight where you see here where Marcella Detroit pushes her out the way and like.
See, I think for me, the look you like about you, that could be KD Lang.
Which one, her?
Yeah, there, right there. That could be KD Lang or Brian Ferry.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you said she was Brian Ferry earlier.
And Brian Ferry as well.
But when you're seeing that, he's got a look of Andrea Carr about her. No? Just me? Andrea Carr?
Yeah, I guess so. From that angle.
Maybe, yeah.
But yes, so the first chorus, you see them and they're like rehearsing for the concert. And the second one, you see them in concert with this stay like clothes on, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, that was the same thing she wore in Stay.
Yes, yeah. But that was supposed to be a live concert when they played that. But they're saying the music video actually mirrored the internal struggles with the duo because not long after this, Sayabin left in 1993. They split up in 93 because of the internal struggles. I think it was a few years later.
Alcoholism, maybe that other.
It probably was. It probably was because I reckon around that time she probably split up with Dave Stewart because I don't think they're together neither.
Mm.
Yeah, it makes sense because the video is just sort of, it is a bit crazy and she is going a little bit crazy. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Nick's and Marcella's voice is amazing. None of their songs would have been half as good without the range.
Oh, yeah.
But I think she needs to tone down that screaming, says me, who was out screaming all weekend at Laney's.
You screaming?
I can just remind you when I walked in and you went, ah!
Me too.
When Nigel arrived, me and Sharon dive bombed on him. We didn't know what it did to him.
I was like, oh, whistle on, I never let it in now. That's lady's daughter answered the door went. I went, is everyone in the other? Is everyone here? She went, just in the other room. And that's not right. She went, can I ask who you are? And I went, oh yeah, I'm Neil. I know your mum. Because I was like, "Are you wrong, lady?" And she was like, "Just go through."
Can I ask who you are?
Who are you? Who are you? So, Laura, you should be watching this. So, this is a message not to anyone else, but Laura, you should be watching this to know who this is.
Why isn't she watching?
Can I ask who you are? Can I just tell you? Can you look at this? This is my ID. Go check in your fine notes.
Neil, at least you got in, unlike some people.
Yeah, Nick and Andrew have been getting for ages. We're ringing everyone.
Wait, really? Did you not see when I went to the corner shop for some more beer?
I saw you come back with 4 cans or something.
I come back and I just rang the doorbell just to go. I'm back, and then walk.
No, my phone was in the sitting room, so I didn't see. I didn't hear anything. My phone was in the bedroom. Sorry, so I didn't hear anything. I just remember seeing you sneak past with them. And my brother said that you asked him where Tesco's was or something.
Yeah, well, I knew Tesco's was nearby, so I was just going to walk over to Tesco's, but then he says, "Oh, just wrong going."
And he said he'd give you directions, but I thought, I wondered, but you must have found it easy enough.
I found it enough. I found it easy enough. Nixon, as well, she was a bit of a nutter by all accounts. Yeah, I think this is talking about Susan. But then all the best people are. So there you go. So Nick's Susan.
And he is talking about me. Yeah, he is talking.
Yeah. But then he's also saying you're wearing the Banana Girls. So
no, not.
Banana Rama.
This song got number 7 in the UK charts. It got number 55 in the US charts. And now we move on to Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
You go first. Lady needs to go first.
Do you want to go first, Neil?
Well, yes, because I'm going to big them up because I've never heard this song before, but it's a bit like Sex Pistols meets Baby Shambles or the Libertines type. It's like a mashup of that, and I quite like this. Okay. I think I'm going to be on my own here, but I'm just going to step out now. You go ahead and slag it off then.
I think Nicholas in the side chat will probably agree with you, but yeah.
Any of you, because I think you're all holding.
But you said you were going to big them up, but if that was bigging them up, I'm not asking.
You're
pretty preachy.
It was just giving them a little bit of an oomph because, like I said, I've never heard this song, but I thought it was. I liked it. I thought it was a bit like punkish, a bit like.
I'm just going to say, Lainey, wasn't this the 39-year-old, 13-year-old?
Yeah, I wrote, "Why am I being shouted at by a 39-year-old teenager?"
Yeah, and I put. Go on, sorry, lady, go.
Yeah, he had, I'm telling you, they both had kids, a mortgage, a couple of divorces. You know what I mean? And then they were just shouting, and I just thought, nah. And the cartoon bit was terrible, and the whole thing was shite. And maybe it was supposedly some political crap, I don't know, or something that was for the good of something that I don't know. But his voice is awful, and yeah, if you haven't guessed it by now, you may know who's going to be my worst.
Yeah. Well, again, me and Lady Singers from the same page. It was like if Kevin and Perry got old, they're like, shit, we need to make a song, right? That's gonna get us some money for our pensions. It was this, and it's garbage. Because again, what's with the war stuff? You know,
yeah,
cringe. I didn't.
You'll see that in a bit when I look at the music video because it did seem like the go. Because it was like cartoony and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, but they did seem a bit.
I'm sure there were beautiful lyrics in there, and they were being very, arty-farty and trying to be political, but no, it didn't work. It was,
Just to add one other thing, right? Their band name, Carter and Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine or whatever it is. Like that's like a 13-year-old boy's band name, isn't it? Like you're going back to like all right, a couple of virgins band name, not a couple of middle-aged men. Like it was ridiculous.
I thought you were going to say it sounds a bit rapey. The Unstoppable Sex Machine. You can't stop me, even if you say no. You know what I mean?
It's like them. Yeah, they're like them dogs that hump air as they're going along. That's what they are.
I can't believe you say though, isn't it? It's like a name a 14-year-old would make up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think when you choose your band name, you should think about the future. If you might be successful, do you want that band name in 30 years? Like New Kids on the Block and that sort of thing. You know, you really should think about these things.
Yeah.
Nick's saying the name is a piss take, so okay. The irony or whatever is lost on us, but anyway.
Well,
I do recall this.
I'm not sad about that.
I do recall it vaguely.
It's very grungy as well to me.
I don't like it. I don't know. I've only had a couple of minutes to watch it because I got home like late today, and I don't know what the message is that they're trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's obviously something.
And at the end, there was some horrible images of animals being
not nice.
So there's obviously a message there, and I'd like to know what it is. But as for the song on surface value, it's awful. So I didn't like it.
And Nick saying the name is a piss take. What's a piss take?
No one cares. No one cares.
See, Nick is also saying he was in the Carter USM, amazing live. To be fair to them, this was possibly their worst single.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is garbage. It is for me again. I've got it flagged up as one of the worst.
Me too.
And Chris Tyler said it's also John McEnroe on the right. I can really recall Nicole Scherzinger, left the Pussycat Dolls for a solo career. Yes. We've gone now.
You need to,
you might need to press the live button, Carl. He's been in the shower, mine, so. But yes, this song only got number 22 in the charts. It was a second single from the 1992 album, The Love Album. Now, I think they've called it The Love Album because they've probably brought it out around Valentine's Day, and there's a bloke got into Woolworths, Our Price, W.H. Smith's, one of them shops, and going, I need to buy a card, I'll buy The Love Album, and then hide this on it, going, I'm in trouble. But that got to number 1 in the album charts in May 1992. So the album actually got number 1 in the charts. They also headlined Glastonbury in 1992, but the other bands overrun their sets, so Carter had to shorten their own set, which led to band member Fruitbat insulting Michael Eaves, and then they were subsequently banned from the festival forever.
Oh wow! Okay, that's nice for them.
But not just that. This was probably the year that I think it was Fruitbat actually rugby tackled Philip Schofield.
Now, not only
this was a Smash Hits poll winners party. They've been playing on stage.
Oh, I've seen that before.
Philip Schofield was doing a link to the next band coming on, and like they were changing the set, and then one of them come across and rugby tackled them.
Wow!
Play it again. I want to see it again.
See. About 5 years ago, people would have been going, "Oh, leave him be. He's a national treasure." Now, play it again. We want to see more.
Yay!
I remember that.
I do remember that.
I'll just mute it.
Why does it look like a round if it's a knockout?
Well, I don't know why he's dressed as a knight. Actually, when you watch this, look at the knight in the background. I thought they were just models, but I'm positive. There's a knight there. Actually gets a shot.
Yeah, it looks like a game show.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's like so fast.
Yeah, Carl's pressed the live button. He's back in touch. Nicola, it was called The Love Album as an iconic reference to the European Union, and the album cover was the flag of the EU. Medieval theme.
Just trying to be like, oh, we're all fucking arty farty. No, stop, go home.
But the music video did see USM in like a student flat, And now I see what you mean by the 39-year-old
Oh, I
teenager.
love that Kevin and Terry reference. That is so brilliant.
Mom, you're so unfair.
It's not fair.
Yeah. And then the mum's like, "You're 39, get a job."
Son, you need to move out now.
But the music video was them watching a cartoon on telly, which was of a band being like, how do you say it?
Grooms.
Manufactured. So it was like a manufactured band. So I think they were aiming it at people like Take That, who were coming famous at the time, who were sort of moving up the charts.
I mean, there was definitely Kiss on there just now. And obviously that's that, yeah. It was
Yeah.
weird. It was
Also,
weird.
you seen them performing in like a Live Aid performance.
Live Aid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like a Band Aid. So this was they're the four in the background, and you've got other people like I think that's meant to be Prince. Don't know who that is. That's Morrissey.
That's Bruce
I thought it was mid-year.
Which one would you go? That one.
Mick Hucknall.
That's Vanilla Ice.
No, yeah, we've got Mick Hucknall. We've got David Bowie.
No, Vanilla
That's
Ice.
not David Bowie. Get
That's
yourself
Vanilla
away.
Ice.
David Bowie.
It's not David.
That is not David.
You've got him from Dire Straits.
Oh, yes, that is.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Is that Hulk Hogan? In the
Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Possibly Cher.
I thought that was
Anita?
Michael Jackson and Prince mixed together.
It could be, and that's possibly Phil Collins.
No way.
No.
Is that not like a Bobby Charlton haircut going across with Phil Collins? I don't know.
Is that
I don't know who that is. Who, sorry?
Bros. It looks like one of the brothers from Bros.
Oh, it could be one of the brothers, but they had hair. Didn't they?
Who was the guy with like the light bluey hat on?
Light bluey. Oh, he's a member of the band. These four: him, and him.
Oh,
and
right,
members
okay.
of
Yeah.
Carter.
Oh, is that Madonna?
Yeah, that's Madonna, I think. There.
Okay.
I don't know who this is though. Or him,
Don't know.
No.
or really her, but I'm not guessing because I don't want to be considered
wow.
racist by just thinking, oh, you just guessed them. But yeah. And then the end of it, like you see at the end of the video, he smashes a telly, and then it seems to get all political.
Yeah, just a bit weird.
And it's just like, oh, look at us, we're very political, Chairman Mao, and I think that's Chairman Mao. But yeah. Wait a minute. It was a comment on the music industry churning out the same old crap. There you go, political.
But we look back on this time and think it was brilliant. So they weren't churning out the same old crap. It's now that they're churning out the same old crap.
Oh, that is very true.
See, Susan would argue, Take That was better than this. It only takes a minute, girl, even though it was a cover, was better than this shit.
Hey, that was so much better than this.
But were they better than Ugly Kid Joe, Everything I Hate About You?
Yes, they were better than Ugly Kid.
Yes, they were better. No.
Which one are we talking about? Who's better? Was Ugly Kid Joe better than the last one?
The last
Yeah,
song,
Ugly Kid Joe is better.
Ugly Kid Joe is better than the last song, definitely.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Because this song actually reminds me of finishing junior school. Because in 1992, in the summer of '92, I finished junior school and went to secondary school. And this song reminds me of finishing junior school, probably because we went and seen. There was a few of us went and seen Wayne's World with one of the parents. So we were allowed to sit in like a different row away from them. We went and seen Wayne's World, and this song's from Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, podcast.
This song is from Wayne's World, is it?
This song's from Wayne's World.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
So I didn't know.
Everything I Heard About You is a song by a heavy metal band. I would use that very lightly. Ugly Kid Joe, originally from the 1991 EP As Ugly As You Want to Be, the pop metal song gained popularity after being featured in the 1992 hit film Wayne's World and was re-released in 1992.
Okay. Again, I love the
So,
video. The video's awesome. Love the hair.
The music video is filmed on the beach in California. Oh, have I missed everything? Oh, where's all my saves off here? You might have to talk about this because I was going to say it was filmed in California. Ugly Kid Joe and all the bassists. They was meant to have sexy women with them.
Okay.
But
They didn't show up.
they thought it was going to move away from the band, so they went, "Oh, we'll just get draw focus away from the band." So it says, "We'll just get sex dolls." And then one of the shots I did have was them flying a sex doll like a kite.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
That was that. I love this song, right? And but my first comment is taking your girlfriend, your blew up girlfriend, for a walk, for a fly on the beach. That was my first comment. And then the other is, why do they always have such beautiful hair? It's really annoying. Like the hair was just so beautiful, but I absolutely love the song and the band. And
around this time, it would have been Wash and Go because everyone went through.
Come out the same year as this. Cats in the Cradle, did that come out the same year?
Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. Well, that was that Cat Stevens originally?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll have a look. I'll have a look while you chat.
Yeah, so again, for me, the sex doll thing, it was like sex doll, and then it was like, ooh, male sex doll. Not good.
Oh, no, I never seen a male sex doll.
Did you not? It was just like a flash on the screen. I was like, no, that's not good.
Was it?
Yeah. Totally love the hair. Totally 80s hair. But for me, again, they're on the beach, playing instruments that are not plugged in.
Yeah, I was going to say, yes.
I couldn't get away from that.
Over that, Sharon. You've got to suspend your disbelief.
I know, but like, come on.
They had the same magical instruments as Jason Donovan walking along them cliffs singing Too Many Broken Hearts in the World.
Yeah.
It was a magical time.
I was stood on some rocks at the edge of the sea playing an electric guitar. Okay. But yeah, no, it's good.
Well,
it is a good song, and again, very poignant. Like if you were that age and like you hated everybody, teenage angst, I hate you all.
What do you mean at that age? My age, I love the lyrics.
No, like for a certain age of people is what I'm saying at the time.
I'm just kidding.
You're just angsty anyway.
But anyway, I vaguely remember this song. I don't remember listening to it like and understanding what the words were about. But today, for the first time, I've listened to the words and I love the words. Yeah. I hate your mother, I hate your father, I hate everything about you.
Yeah, well, there's a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought, and it's a decent tune, and they've got beautiful hair.
Very beautiful hair,
absolutely gorgeous hair. I absolutely love the hair. So yeah, it's not offensive. I really liked it. And I was discussing at breakfast or just after breakfast with Lex and Carla this morning that I was coming on here tonight, and so I read the list of songs out to Lex, and this is her choice for best song. So there you go.
Okay, fair play. Yeah.
But yeah,
she's got to vote. She can only vote through official channels, mind, not by proxy of a.
Oh my God! How? I don't know.
It is a re-release, but it wasn't by who you said. It was by someone called Harry Chapham in 1974.
What was?
This Cats in the Cradle.
The Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. I don't know the words. Basically, I know that song.
I missed that conversation. Why was that relevant?
Because Ugly Kid Joe released that.
Yeah, Ugly Kid Joe released it. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know that.
And that song is about a man who becomes a father, but spends too much time at work for his son.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's on the Goldbergs. If you've ever seen that, like on well, I think it was on E4 in the UK, but the Goldbergs, the kid starts playing it because his dad's working loads, so he starts playing it in the background to guilt trip his dad. And his dad, every time he starts singing the song, starts crying, and then he'll give in to his son's demand, so he gets like a Nintendo, and then he gets like G.I. Joe figures.
Break a minute.
She's going for a wee.
Yeah, no P-gate here.
Hi, Poppy. Your daughter's in the chat.
Yeah, she shouldn't be. I've just gone and reprimanded her.
Why did you leave me on? It says. What does that
I don't know. I've just told her on. I don't know if she was on with the live stream earlier.
Oh, was she? I didn't see it.
To leave a message, and then she's left her phone on because it was on charge. So I've just told her on. But yeah, one thing I did notice about this, like remember about this song, was like where it goes at the end of the song, it's like, everything is back.
Oh yeah, he goes all pub singing.
Yeah. And it's just like, just goes in a really, and then like a Southern Californian, like but yeah, so that's what reminds us of. Looking at this, got the number 3 in the UK charts, and number 9. It was a 39th best-selling song of 1992. And in the US charts, it was the 72nd best-selling song of the year and got to number 9 in the charts. When we're saying about, when they're on the beach, and I had a clip of 2 dogs who were there, who were just randomly there, and it just says, I'll let them run on the set, we're not bothered. Just whilst we're playing, we'll pretend to play it, obviously. Just let them run around. And then one of them took a shit on the drum kit.
Ew.
Were those dogs not the band?
Yeah.
Were those dogs not the band's dogs?
No, they were just random dogs.
Okay.
From on the beach. So yeah.
Okay.
So
cool.
there should be someone in the comments saying, my neighbour's best friend's uncle's dog was in that video.
I was filmed on my dad's beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my private beach. I let you play on there for as long as the dogs could play amongst us. And then finally we have SL2 on a ragga tip.
I like this. I really like this.
I love this track. I'm just going to say I love this track. It's my favourite track of the week. I love this track. Takes us back. It reminds us of Best of Dance 92 track. It was side cassette 2, side 1, track 3. And it was just like there was loads of it, and it was one of them ones. And like even now, I've actually got, because they said they sampled two tracks on this. It was Kid and Play, Getting Funky, which I couldn't really distinguish where they'd sampled it, but they're also sampled Jay Screechy's Walk and Skank. And when you say sampled, they basically just lifted it because it's. Yeah. Oh, hold on, sorry. I'll pause that, take it back, put the speakers on. I just love that. And that is because I thought that was like a sample where they're just taking someone's voice and repeat it. But it isn't. It's an old track from Jay Screechy where they take the full him singing this over. It must have been a dancehall track, and sang it, and then they just lifted it from there. Because I thought it was like, oh, they've taken a sample and repeated like a day, and I thought, oh, they've repeated it, but they haven't. It's just but I love this. This is my favorite track.
Again, for me, this is my second favorite. I would say for me, this is my joint favorite track for different reasons. Because, again, as I said, Beautiful South is my favorite. I like this also because, again, for me,
it's because you're a mum.
My raving days, it was there. And again, if you look at the video, they're sort of like following the secret map, so the secret raves. Like, yeah, I like this equally. as I like Beautiful South, but for different reasons. As Susan said, it's the experience.
Mm.
But again, I want to know what football shirt scarf he was wearing.
Yeah, that's the only bit you went on about, you know. What football? I'm like,
but I don't know why.
You never said the same about the cartoon in Carter's video.
That was garbage.
Yeah, but he was wearing red and white. Was it Stoke? Was it Sunderland? Was it Sheffield United? Probably Sunderland because we're Premier League.
Is Manchester City red and white?
No, Man City, sky blue.
City's red and white, isn't it?
No.
Lily, I'm very disappointed you never took her around that club shop. Actually, do you know when you put on your Facebook, was it Facebook or was it Instagram where you put, I went to Sunderland, this is what I come back with?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be, I thought Lainey would take you to the Sunderland store and you'd bought the Sunderland top.
No. So again, the football reference is a green glass and I'm married to a Scottish man, which would lead you to think of what football club?
Hibs.
Celtic.
I
I don't even like you anymore. Why am I speaking to you?
Hibs, man. It's where Trent plays.
I thought we just get this straight. I never stole it.
No.
No, but you didn't pay the higher fee on the fork either.
You never stole it because Lainey hasn't put a police report in yet. Can't get the crime number.
She didn't steal the cup, but she did steal the fork because she said, I'm not giving you it back.
Yeah.
So that is classic. She asked to borrow one, and I, was so graceful and lent her a fork for her food. And then she went, I'm not bringing your fork back.
And now it's mine. I've even marked it. It's mine.
Yeah, she's put nail varnish on it so none of them pinch it in the house.
Well, I'll just give you my opinion on this one. I like dance and rave music and that, but this one I'm not quite so keen on. I don't know why. It just doesn't do it for me. It's all right. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate it, but it's not really like something I'd want to play. It's all right. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I kind of think again the same. Like back in the day, like raving to it, but now I probably wouldn't go and listen to it.
No.
But back in the day, yeah, it brings back memories.
Whereas LSI earlier, I still listen to that. I love that. And this, I wouldn't play this again. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, really. But it's not the worst track of the night, let's say.
Yeah, it's not. And again, very much sort of rave-esque video with the colours and the...
Yeah.
I love the tracking, the tracksuit.
Yes, yeah.
Did Lainey have a birthday cake?
Yes, she did.
I had 3 birthday cakes.
3 birthday cakes.
Yeah, she even had vegan cupcakes.
She had a vegan cake, a Victoria sponge
cake. Did you get any cake?
No.
There's 3 of 4 of us here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have cake.
Neil, Susan, or Sharon?
I said Neil.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't want any because I would get heartburn off it. If I've been drinking and not have anything like sweetie, like cakey, I end up doubled over and like, so unless you had a bottle of Gaviscon down, I would have been
home.
I cut a slither of cake and it felt like a brick. It was such a big cake. It was really heavy. So I couldn't finish it. It was just so heavy. But it was delicious. Yes.
Now, see, savoury stuff I was fine with. I went back and got pie because you had Dixon pies as well.
I tried the Dixon pie. I have to say it was brilliant.
Pies were good. I ate lots of pie.
Lots on peas pudding and ham sandwiches.
I did. I had that as well, and it was very nice.
And Stotty, you liked Stotty, didn't you?
Stotty, I had that, yeah.
The Stotty cake.
Stotty cake.
Yeah, very nice.
Cake.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, everything I had was nice. So, except for the vegan birthday cake. I tried the vegan birthday cake. I didn't like that.
Did you try it?
Yeah, I did. I had a little bit of it as I was cutting the slices. I was cutting slices for Andrew and Nick, and I tried it and I didn't like the taste. I felt like it had something in it, like cinnamon or something like that. It might not have been cinnamon, but something that I didn't like the taste of, so I gave it a miss. Yeah, but everything else was lovely. Right then, yeah. So this one's but not my cup of tea, really.
Well, it was used in an advert for McDonald's in 2015, in 2014, in 2019, Virgin Media used it in a commercial, and then 2025, Doritos have just used it in a commercial. Originally in '92, it peaked at number 2 in the charts and was the 20th bestseller of the year.
Wow.
I didn't realise it had peaked so high, to be honest.
No,
and in 1997, it was re-released and it got to 31 in the charts. But South African singer Dr. Victor interpolated the vocals and the hook on a Ragga Tip in his song Babadeo. And then again, the Bollywood singers, Bali something, I don't want to. Bambim Hot and Alka Yagnik interpreted the song from Amar Deek Terry Mumba for the Bollywood film Stuntman.
What language are you talking?
I don't know. It's Bollywood, Urdu, Hindi. I don't know.
Just saying syllables, and I don't know what they are.
It's not Welsh. That's all I'm saying, Susan. He's saying syllables. I'm not doing any vowels. Syllables is Welsh. It's like, so.
Welsh has vowels, just they're different letters. That's all.
But the music video is basically two lasses and the singer dancing around. But when I've said two lasses and I've just seen it looks like Keith off Not Her. Do you know the other person? I don't know. Do you know the person in the background there? Is that Keith off The Prodigy? I don't know. I've just seen it there and I'm thinking.
It doesn't look like a lass to me.
Yeah, I thought it was two women. And then when I've looked back now, I think it's two people. Two people with 90s graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. I still want to know what that scarf is.
That shell suit was class. The shell suit he was wearing.
Yeah, the shell suit's like, I'm positive that's a Gola shell suit because I'm positive it went round near us where everyone was getting them quite cheap.
I was going to say, I think I had a shell suit top very similar to that.
But also, I don't think that's a scarf. I think, do you know your drip tray mats? Do you know when you used to go to a pub? You used to have the drip trays and they used to have the beer like towels on the bar.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's got a hold of.
Could be, actually, could be. I wouldn't disagree with that.
So I definitely think that's what he's got a hold of there. But yes, that ends this week's songs.
Well,
So
there you
it's
go.
been a roller coaster.
A roller coaster.
It started off bad, and then I didn't think any of the other tracks were bad.
No, it started off good and then got worse.
It feels like this has been a lot quicker than our usual.
Yes.
Sort of.
Yes. That's usually a bad sign. And we've got a lot less people in. So that's usually also a bad sign. And also, I've been away for 18 months and then I was meant to come back last week and then I dropped out of that. So that's possibly also a reason.
Your audience is dwindling because you're not regular. But it might be because I wasn't here to do all the research for these two and the rushed homework. And they
that is why.
On the way to school, Yeah,
it was my fault. I had a birthday, didn't I?
Yeah, and I had a birthday too, and then
So
and then I had 2 eye infections, one in one eye, which started last week. So it wasn't even last week; it was 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
I had that infection in one eye, and you might have seen it was like pink eye. It went to the other eye, and then I got a really chesty cough. So play the violin for me. But yes, that's why I wasn't here last week. So yes, but I'm back. I'm back. And Nia has got her votes in. So whilst I'm marking them down, who wants to go first with their best and worst?
Go on, Sharon.
Susan, go on, you can.
No, you go first. You go first.
I'm undecided.
I'll go first. Stop arguing.
Well, then.
Go on.
So the worst for me is Carter and the Sex Pests, or whatever they're called. It's just awful, absolutely awful. And my best, I really like 3. I really like Ugly Kid Joe. I really like what they call The Beautiful South. I think Her Voice is cracking, and I do love that song. However, they do have a lot better songs, and so for that reason, I'm gonna go with SL2 and On a Ragged Tip.
Oh,
you know, it just I was when I played it, I was like, oh yeah, no, like, and then I would get like, oh yeah, I had a shell suit, but like not quite the same, but a bit like that. So yeah.
Okay, if I'll go next, then if Sharon's still thinking. The worst is, I agree with Lainey. It's the Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine. I don't know what they were trying to say, but they said it in a really horrible way. So whatever they're trying to say, I didn't enjoy it. There was 2 songs that surprised me that I enjoyed, and that's Ugly Kid Joe and Shakespeare's Sister. But they're not the best, but they deserve honourable mentions. The 2 that I'm, like in my head that are the 2 best ones are U2 and The Shaman. But U2 has got to be the best one because it is brilliant. That's all I can say.
So what she's saying is she likes spinning sweaty crotches. Just
no, we're talking about the song. We're talking about the song.
Well, she's not the only one because Nick has also said U2.
Oh, hey, Lainey.
As well.
Lainey, what did we say this afternoon? Lainey and Nick were going to choose this. Susan and Nick. Susan and Nick were going to choose the same songs. Surprise, not.
Yeah, but you knew that from the other day.
Yeah, I knew that anyway. But yeah, it's just obvious.
I've never mentioned it, but if anyone who is not usually here, what we usually say is pick your best and worst songs from the selection.
Yeah.
At the side. I don't think there's anyone here. No.
No.
Nia's picked hers. Nick's picked hers. Chris, pick yours because Nick said. Chris has said you should do a Glastonbury now special as Glastonbury's on from Wednesday.
Oh. All right, my best song for me, straight off the bat, Beautiful South, Bell Bottoms here. No doubt about it, clear winner. As for the worst, this is what I'm talking about. I think I'm going to go with Carter as well because, again, it's so bad. But I think Ugly Kid Joe gets a good mention because that was enjoyable. Also, I enjoyed Shakespeare's Sister. But best, Beautiful South. Worst, Carter.
Yeah.
Well, Chris has said best Shakespeare's Sister and worst Shaman. Now, I'm going to go best SL2 and worst Beautiful South.
Wow.
It's crazy, isn't it? How we hear different things.
I'm not a mum. It's mum music, you know? Mum music. If it was status quo, my dad, I would probably go like, I like it. I get a tennis racket out and just sign like that. That's what I've done. Nick said, U2, the only band to write a classic song in the rock, dance, and pop genres. What dance song has U2 done?
Listen, we all know Nick's got no taste in music.
Lana Del Rey.
There's certain bands that Nick likes that I think he's got good taste, but then there's others that where he goes horribly wrong. But like
Erasure, I really like Erasure. And
Erasure, yeah, I love both of them. Yeah. But then he goes and talks about friggin' Lana Del Rey and it all goes pear-shaped, yeah.
See, now my daughters love Lana Del Rey.
Well, your daughters are wrong, aren't they?
But my daughters, right? My oldest daughter, they've got a chat group amongst them, and it was originally called Fart Club, right? And it's amongst the dancer friends. It was originally called Fart Club, and then they changed it to Fartwood Mac because they all start listening to Fleetwood Mac. I'm like, where do you get Fleetwood Mac from? And they're like, oh, well, we'll listen to this song, and then someone says, oh, you should listen to this song from the album. So they just start listening to random albums just to try and find songs that each of them should listen to, and they all start loving Fleetwood Mac so much so they'd book tickets to go and see a Fleetwood Mac tribute act.
Yeah.
Is a group, and I'm like, what? How was this happen? But it's brilliant how music just like you can send someone a musical song, and you're just like, this is brilliant, and someone else will go, I hate this song. But then
my daughter went to see Fleetwood Mac in London, Hyde Park, and not Fleetwood Mac. It was what was she called? What's this lead singer? Stevie Nicks. Me brain just went out the window there. Yeah, and she paid £1,000 for 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say it'll be really.
My son's obsessed with Fleetwood Mac.
And him out of One Direction came on. What's his name? Harry
Styles.
But the thing is, I think Fleetwood Mac's in the same. Do you know where we used to say like Queen wasn't cool when we were younger, but then all of a sudden they become cool later on?
Are you joking? Fleetwood Mac's always been cool.
I don't think there's ever been a time that Fleetwood Mac have not been
cool. Yeah.
I grew up with like stuff like Motown and stuff like that, so I never like listened to Fleetwood Mac. I've never really.
Yeah, I never listened to Fleetwood Mac because
you're kidding me.
My dad did love Queen. Don't get me wrong, but my mum was like Elvis, Kenny Rogers, Roy Orbison. There was they didn't like Fleetwood Mac. I think they were sort of the generation below or even below that. Do you know what I mean?
I still think Fleetwood Mac have always been cool with younger people.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, for me, Fleetwood Mac is Mick Fleetwood and Sam Fox at the Brits. That's what I associate with Fleetwood Mac. Being one got a microphone up there, one got a microphone down here, and then just
worst ever Brits president centers. Yeah,
yes.
That's the thing. That was it for me. Nia said she likes the shorter streams as she usually has to get up stupidly early the next day for work.
Okay.
So there you go. So Susan, stop doing your homework.
Yes. Susan bummed out her homework tonight. She left us to it. And then it all went.
I was on the bloody something. I don't know.
That's no excuse.
Yeah, anyway. And Nick's going, don't start on about Lana. He will storm off in a huff. Go on.
Again, when did he storm off in a huff? Did I miss something?
Just storm off. Go and do it. Anyway.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Leonie. Oh, sorry. You want to know who's winning, do you?
Yes.
Oh, I've dropped all my paperwork now, man. I'm standing on it. 2 seconds. Right. So, in the lead, I'll go in reverse order. In joint third place is the Shaman Beautiful South for the worst song. In second worst place is Prince. But then third worst place is Carter USM.
It's got to be that one.
Yeah.
Now, in the best song, in second place is Beautiful South. In joint first place, though, is SL2, Shakespeare Sister, and U2 all drawn. Wow. So you can make a difference now. Which camera I'm pointing at? That one. You can make a difference if you watch back on replay. Leave your comments in the comments below. Leave your votes in the comments below. You can also do it. I will do it's not a poll. I'll do a post on YouTube. I'll do a post on Facebook. On the Channel NEM account and also in the group. I will also post on X, Blue Sky, and Threads.
X? Who the hell's on X?
Well, I've covered all bases because I'm not on that. So I'll cover all bases, and I'll also do Threads and maybe Instagram. I don't know. Ooh. But just look out. Anything's Channel NEM. So yes, you can.
What about Truth Social? Get on there as well. That's Donald Trump.
Truth.
Like, get on there.
Maybe I'll go on Truth Social and post on there. I do not know. Probably not.
No.
But yes, you can post on all them platforms. No MySpace, no Bebo, no Friends Reunited, unfortunately. But yes, but thanks everyone for coming.
Yes,
thanks very much.
Good night, Neil.
Yes, have a good week, all, especially Nia. Thank you. Hope you get well soon. Get well soon, Nia. Have lots of rest, lots of liquids, lots of paracetamol, probably. Thank you very much, Sharon, for coming along.
Thank you. And
thank you very much, Lenny.
On the weekend.
And happy birthday.
Thank
and Susan, welcome along. Well, thank you for coming along. Not welcome. Thank you for coming along. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Carl. Was there anyone else? I don't know.
Billy for 2 minutes.
Yes. And Billy, yes. Yes, Billy. Welcome along.
Ian and
yes. And Poppy, thank you. Hey, we're all forgetting Ian. Ian was back in.
Yes,
yes, sorry. Ian, get voting. So come on. Yes. But thanks everyone for coming. Thank you. And we'll see you maybe not next week, the week after. I think I've got something
I see a pattern. I see a pattern.
So I might as well just say it's going to be a fortnightly stream until we get back in the swing of things. But
That's
yes.
True. Okay, fair enough.
Yes. So thank you. Possibly next week, but definitely a fortnight's time. So thank you very much. See you all later.
Bye.
Bye.